Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. As I promised you, we are just doing the lesson on leadership with integrity. You've complained about a particular issue over 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. The problem remains the same. Is it poverty that you are talking about? Is it deprivation? Is it illiteracy? Is it underdevelopment? What is your challenge? If complaints alone had brought transformation, I'm sure you'd have stopped complaining. But complaints over 10 years have not brought change. Complaints over 20 years have not brought change. What it means is that the answer to your trouble is not in the perpetual complaints, but the answer is in leadership. Because everything in this world rises and falls on leadership. Take it or leave it. That is a fact. We require some kind of leadership to bring about inspirational visions that motivate people to be able to follow the leader so that he can carry them to where they ought to be and not just where they want to be. Today, a lot of people will tell me that in fact they are well packed, they are very intelligent. You have a lot in your head. I'm not talking about the things that you have memorized over 10, 20 years of education. Education is supposed to give us some level of mental illumination that we can analyze the information that we have stored over the years and bring it to bear on society. If you are incapable of analyzing the amount of information stored in your head as a result of education, your certificate will be only beautiful for the world. Society will not benefit from your education. And the fact that education is a key, you will miss it. You only read it as a statement, but you won't be able to apply it. Because the key comes out because information that you have stored over the years has been synthesized and turned into action plans towards society's good. Without that, education remains the acquisition of more letters and words, and your brain will be filled like a reservoir. But when it comes to applicable knowledge, when it comes to applying your knowledge to society's respite, you will be found wanting. So don't be too proud that you have a lot in your head. Think about how can this lot bring society to a better place. That is the essence of education. Ladies and gentlemen, I talked about leadership with integrity. Look at the word leader and ship put together. We say leadership. What is a ship? A ship is a vessel that carries goods and people from one point of the earth to the other through deep seas. The ship moves through deep waters, carries cargo, makes cargo indeed, sometimes very dangerous cargo, sometimes very heavy cargo, sometimes very expensive cargo. But the ship moves all that to a destination that is required. That is what a leader is supposed to do. A leader is supposed to move people from one point to the other. And the second point of arrival should be higher than where you pick them from. If you cannot be able to behave like a ship, then you cannot be a leader. You ought to carry this weight. It's a lot of weight. You ought to carry the weight and motivate the people to believe so much in you that when you arrive at the right destination with the package, they will all look at you and say, yes, that is the vision that has been translated into reality. And you will be called a leader. But you know why we failed as a continent? We are all pretending. You are pretending to be doing the right thing when the cameras are on you. You are pretending to be smiling when the cameras are on you. You are pretending to be friends when the whole world is watching. But behind the scenes, you stab people in the back. Behind the scenes, you are the one signing all the checks that will send the country into a level of poverty that is unprecedented. Behind the scenes, you are the one who is creating all the trouble Why are we all pretending? Africa. Why are we all pretending? Africa. Rise. Because leadership without integrity is cost 90 work. Take it or leave it. Leadership without integrity is cost 90 work. What is integrity? Integrity is simply your overt and covert activities coming in consonance towards society's good. Let me take that one again. Your overt and covert activities coming in consonance towards society's good. What you do in the dark and what you do when the light is on can be meshed to produce results that will bring society to a better position. There are a lot of us, when we are amongst people, when the whole world is watching, that's what we call eye service. When the whole world is watching, you want everybody to think that you are an angel. You smile with your face, but in your heart, it's as dark as the darkest of clouds. Your heart is as dark as charcoal, but you are smiling. Who are you pretending to deceive? That is the level of hypocrisy that has destroyed us and prevented us from progressing. What a continent, endowed so well by nature, but leadership deficiency has brought us to where we are today. Leadership deficiency has kept us progressing. And let me repeat this. Integrity is simply your overt and covert activities in consonance towards society's good. Doing the right thing irrespective of the pressures from the left, from the right, from the east, from the north, from the south, from the west, bringing to bear on you. And yet you stand firm on your grounds. What is right must be done right. And you may die thousands of years, but your name will remain engraved in the hearts of many who were born after you and they never saw you. That is leadership. Sustainable leadership is about developing policies and implementing them, not thinking about yourself, but believing that you are going to be a beneficiary and future generations will be better even than you. Rise, Africa. Rise and let's search for integrity. It is the supreme quality of all leaders. The supreme quality of all good leaders. Without integrity, leadership means nothing. So if I'm asked to summarize this brief presentation, I'll just say two things. Integrity is the supreme quality of leaders. Great leaders, of course. Without integrity, leadership means nothing. And what I have to say in conclusion, please stop pretending. Stop pretending. I don't know where you are and you are watching me. If you are a leader and you love your country, you love Africa, you love your organization, stop pretending. We need men and women of integrity to transform the African continent. And I believe in you. Thank you so much.